are going to help me out with it. And actually, so something that I just want to thank you all for, well, Eric, thank you so much for putting this on. This is amazing. And last night we were talking, Harry and Aubrey and I, and we realized that we have a very similar activity that we do at our camp. And but they had like a little extra spin on theirs, and we do ours a little different. So I'm gonna come up to the front. So I'm gonna have them explain what they do with the SMART goals, and then I'll explain the rest.
Okay. So we have a big goal session, and we make them create a SMART goal, which is SMART for. Tell me younger.
Specific, measurable, attainable, timely,
and we left that. And R is relevant.
We did that last night too.
Yeah, we could get that too. Okay.
We spelled snatch. Yeah, that's okay.
So we create these SMART goals, and the rest gets under the board. So.
Okay. So they create these SMART goals. They have a visioning session about their goals, which I thought was amazing, and that's the part that we didn't really have included into this session. But so this is a breaking board session. However, the campers don't know that they're going to break boards when this happens. So in our camp, it happens on Saturday, and we do a high ropes course. And after we do a big camp debrief, and we say, you know, what did you see out there that inspired you? You know, tell me stories about you conquering your fears, or you watching other people conquer your fears. How did it make you feel? Kind of those same questions that we had just kind of talked about in the last session. So after we kind of go and are debriefing all of that, we talk about how being a leader is being able to break through your fears and showing other people that it's okay to be vulnerable, and a leader is somebody that pushes other people to the front and it helps them attain their goals. So anyways, so I have to back up a little bit. So also, we kind of have this special chant. And so we yell, the counselors yell, I'm a Rylarian, and then all the Rylarians yell, and I'm powerful, and they do a little fist pump, because we really feel that it's important for these teenagers to know that they are powerful and that they have a voice and their voice matters. So we're going to do, well, let's bring up the boards. Okay, so these are our boards, and we're actually going to smash them. We're going to break them in front of you.
Hundreds of pieces. Hundreds.
And
Two.
Split two. But this, well, okay, so I'm backtracking a little bit. I was super nervous to do this because I've only broken a board in front of my Riley camp. And so my mom was like, no, you should do it, they'll love it. And I was like, no, what if they don't have enough energy? So the only way that we're gonna be able to break this board is if you guys have enough energy and you give us the energy in order to break the board. So can you do it?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not there.
I think we should demonstrate our.
You think we should? You want to do it your way?
Yeah, it's just one of the ways.
Okay. You're right. These are soft chairs. We've never done it like this.
Yeah. Soft chair bed.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You want to use this part of it with the chair.
Well, let's do it how you guys do it, holding it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's
Oh,
fine.
right.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it a
Yeah.
different way. So the first thing we do here is your pen. Just grab a pen. And we write down what's holding us back from becoming the best leader that we can be or attaining our goals. So we're going to write something on here. So all of you need to be thinking about what's holding you back too. Close your eyes.
How many boards do we have?
We only have 3. Okay. Because I couldn't fit 40 boards in a suitcase.
So
They don't have boards here in Denver.
They all burn down.
Yeah, this is what tries to go to the board.
Um, so are we writing our goal
No,
first?
just write it.
Writing our fear, okay. So the way that we do it is we write our goals on the one side, our SMART goal, and we, talk to our small groups and make sure their goals are SMART, and again explaining what that means if they need it, and then their fears and what's holding them back goes on the other side. And again, we never talk about the boards until it's literally the last second. And what we do is the guy who does this program with them is Joe Searles. Some of you know him.
Joe Searles?
Carolina?
Yeah.
Reed?
No.
He's from New Jersey.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
we
we
were
were talking about.
He's now. He was. Yeah. He might
Tennessee
be
and
there
New
now.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know.
So-
He's in
Antioch
now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they love him. He's very inspirational.
Mhm.
And so he picks the littlest girl, or boy, but usually ends up being a girl, and you know, the one that looks the meekest, and has her come up, walks her through the steps, and has her break a board in front of everybody. So everybody's really excited after that happens, and they're like, oh my God, like I can totally do this. And then the counselors are trained during our staff training on properly holding a board. We never let the students hold boards, and we wear protective eye gear.
Which you don't have today.
Oh well.
Okay, all right, write your things down, hurry.
Okay. I'm gonna start with my goal.
Yeah, same.
You said that was specific, marketable,
Measurable.
or
So
measurable.
specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and a time deadline. Deadline. Timeline, deadline.
So they're writing their goals and their fears on the board, but then nobody questions why they're doing it on a board, not a piece of paper?
No,
They know
they,
about it.
by that point, they know their,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
They had already written it down on a piece of paper. before.
They
Oh, they
start
wrote
with a
it
piece of
paper
paper,
first.
and then by the time they're writing it, they clearly know their breaking board.
So they write their goal on one side, and then on the other side they write whatever is stopping them, and then we make them put a big circle around it and X it out, so that they know that it's not really gonna end anymore.
He did it.
And the first year that we ever did this at our camp, I didn't know, but I was the one that, I didn't even know we were gonna do it because I arrived a day late, and I was one of the facilitators, or like the background adult people. And my mom was the leader, this was a couple of years ago, and she's like, Natalie, now you're gonna come up and bring a board in front of everyone. And I was like, no, I'm not. But I ran up there, and the whole camp was like screaming, like, yeah, and we did our chant. And then I broke the board in front of everyone, and it was the most literally freeing experience I've ever had as a person, just knowing that I could do that. And all the campers, I mean, we've had girls literally like break down in tears after this and say that that's the number one thing that's changed their life from the camp. And we do the walk and when all that, and that this is one of their favorite activities. Okay, so you guys have to huddle in. You have to get crazy, like Rylarians.
So we would put their, what's stopping them, facing them, and the whole time Aubrey's gonna be, no, I have to break first, 'cause you're so much better.
Yeah.
You're so much better than me.
This is just my thing.
This is Aubrey's thing every year. She's the shining star. So Aubrey's going to be talking me through looking at her and thinking about my goal, and she's going to ask me what's stopping you. And until I finally tell her nothing, she's not going to start harassing me. Or she's not going to stop
I'm
harassing
just
me.
gonna do it like it would be real.
Yes.
Okay.
And so what she
It
also
is
will
real.
do.
Go.
What she will also do is stand in the correct stance, so show them. It's strong leg back, knees are bent. You want to pull straight down. This is all here to absorb. She's going to straighten out her elbows, and I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be able to touch the board and get my other hand past it, because if I'm all the way back here, what happens is sometimes they go like this, and they have nothing left to go through with, and they're like, oh my God, I didn't break it, and they're like, that's because you barely touched it. So what we're gonna do is, oops, sorry, my hand is like this, and I'm going for the middle palm of my hand. When it's time, I'll go 1, 2, 3, and I'm looking at her the whole time. So we're gonna get into Rylitarian mode, counselor mode.
Okay. So what's your goal?
My goal is to get my master's degree in organizational leadership by May of 2016.
I don't know what your goal is. What's your goal again?
My goal is to get my master's in organizational leadership by May of 2016.
Get pumped. What's your goal?
My goal is to get my master's in organizational leadership.
But what's stopping you?
Money.
Are you sure? What's stopping you?
Money and time commitments.
Are you gonna let that stop you?
No.
So what's stopping you?
Nothing.
So you ready?
I'm ready.
You wanna get to your goals? Okay, so you're gonna look at me, okay? Don't look at the board, look at me right in the eyes, okay? Okay? So on 3, okay? 1, sorry, you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Do you want us to
So-
give you energy and yell?
Yes.
Now it's our
And you
turn.
always confront, like, comfort them afterwards.
Yeah,
like,
you go into like a big hug,
and
the whole group gets in and they love it. It's awesome.
Yay.
I've actually never not broken it on the first time.
I told you, let's go with energy. I can do it, but I don't have a goal written down.
So-
I didn't think about it.
What's your goal?
I want to raise $1 million for our rally camp.
Okay, so what's stopping you?
Nothing!
So what's stopping you from this?
Go jump. Okay. Okay, give me energy, otherwise I can't do it.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, teach me, 'cause I've never done it this way.
Okay.
You're gonna
Stand
closer.
closer.
And then flatten this out. Flatten. And you're gonna hit that.
Closer?
Straighten this.
Flip the board around.
Yeah, you need to.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh. And then I just do it like this? Oh my god.
Go through. You're gonna follow through. Turn. You get a lot of force through your hips.
Shoulders.
That's where your force comes through your hips. Okay.
Hips and shoulders.
Okay. Wait. Look at
Hips and shoulders.
So you gotta do like this.
Yeah, with your hand.
Hips and
Heel with your
shoulders.
hand.
1, 2, 3.
Right towards the middle. In the middle. With the palm of your hand.
With your palm like this.
Can I do it down?
It's broken. We gotta
Turn it down like this.
Can we do it on these middle parts?
Yeah. You're gonna need it long ways.
That's funny, I
Yeah,
don't think
thank
that'd be.
There you go.
Okay.
So we just
Let's grab this
You're gonna
chair.
get in there around the chair, buddy. We have a sensei.
turn the other way. Turn the other way. You wanna come over there.
Remember our club.
If you turn one of the chairs around,
Push the chairs together.
You stand on that side, Aubrey, and I'll
Oh my goodness.
put it back up. I'm gonna steady the chair. She's gonna steady the chair.
Okay, I will break this board.
Yeah, you will.
Now, girls, you sure you want to do this?
Yes. Okay, but you guys need to come in and like really give me energy because seriously, it's not enough. You need to like scream.
All right.
Because you're stopping just as you hit.
Okay, you need to follow through.
I need more
You're hitting the
yelling.
floor.
Can I do a big foot?
I don't know. We don't do it this way, so.
Hold on.
Should I hit it with my foot?
But,
We don't.
The grains go one way. It breaks easier with the grain.
That was the same.
and
way.
also, the other demonstrations have gotten the whole.
Yeah, you gotta get your.
Shoulder, hips, everything.
That's where everything gets you.
I've never gone her behind you. You can do it, Ellen.
Go, get it.
You got it.
Go through it. Punch the floor. Go to the floor.
Awesome. That's really good.
All right.
So don't let people give up.
We actually have had people try. They have to try maybe up to 5 times. It doesn't happen very often, but that's when you try to get the whole. And it's funny because those people usually wait till last, and you find that they are trying to avoid it. And so it actually works out better because you can get literally all the groups that are done rallying around them and really getting up that energy.
My hand's funny.
what happened to challenge my 20s?
They don't have to do it. We've never had a
If they
kid
want to write
say
it on
they
a piece
don't
of paper
want
and they
to.
can break through a piece of paper, and I mean.
We have never had somebody not break their board, and so the way that we do it, if they can't break it with their hand, is we have them stand up with their shoe on, and like 2 of the counselors hold their hands, like they hold their shoulders, and they just literally just kick through it, and like anyone can break it like that. And so they still feel like they broke it, and we've had a lot of kids do that.
We've never had anybody choose not to try, but like Aubrey said, they could break through a piece of paper. I mean, that's fine. Whatever is a challenge to them. And we've never had anybody not break it after more than a couple of tries.
And some of the times there's like a knot in the wood, and so that's usually a problem. We're like, oh, okay, well then this
But you
is
haven't had
something.
anybody break something else, like a finger?
We've never had any injuries.
We've had some like slides with the counselors, like one of our counselors.
That's
had
why,
to fix the board. That's why we wear
safety goggles, and we never allow the students to hold the boards.
And we do
That's just
ours
liability.
on like metal chairs, like exactly how I have these set up, so that they look down at the board. But yeah, I don't know. We think
And
it's a great.
We
thing.
would never rush through what we did. I mean, we go through it. They spend a good hour on the SMART goals, and then a good at least half hour learning the stance for breaking the board. They practice over and over again without a board, but just with the movements.
And we don't even like let them start even like getting into thinking about the goal until we know that they're like good with the hips, like are stationed to where they're going to be actually able to
And
do
the
it.
person who runs it walks through all the groups,
Yeah.
make sure all the groups are ready.
And we have a sensei that comes and does that in our since I was a member of our club, so.
That's
yeah,
cool.
so he does.
We do ours, and ours is like chaos. Like we have all our boards in the corner. And we're like, go get your board, and we're very insane. Our campus.
Imagine that.
I think it'd be great self-defense, you know?
Yeah.
What was the difference in the grain on the board if you kept flipping it? What was the deal
Boards
with that?
Well-
have a natural grain. That's one. It breaks one way easier than the other. So if you see somebody struggling, you see how it curves. Well, it would break where it bows up like this
See, I didn't know that.
with the curve easier. So I
And
mean,
you
it's one of those
don't,
things.
you don't
you have
go
to
this
break
way.
With the
You
grain.
have
Up and
to.
down.
With the grain
You
and
couldn't
with the
flip it
curve.
across.
No, and what we
It's too
usually have them cut so that the grain is going up and down, but you have a wider base this way.
Yeah, ours are
And-
kind of like
The grain's going up and down, but a wider
Also, it's
base.
obvious.
since it's long, it's shorter. and
You
so
have
the hand
a little less
goes
board
through.
involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it breaks easier.
Do you want to break your board?
You can do it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Easier for them.
Hey, you guys all rock, nicely done. Well done. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I gotta go to Cinderella.
Cinderella?
So see like how that's
Middle
curved
school,
like that?
Cinderella.
So
It's,
So maybe.
she
that's
shouldn't be
correct.
hitting it that side,
Oh,
but it,
Yeah.
she's gonna hit it the way.
I'm gonna hit it the other way.
I am gonna make you hit it the other way. All right, Aubrey, what's your goal?
I want to be a partner of the North River Watershed.
Oh my gosh, okay. And so if counselors really don't even know what that means, they're like, tell me more about it.
It's a watershed.
Awesome, what's stopping you from meeting your goal?
Competition in limited position.
Are you gonna let that stop you?
No.
Come on, tell her! Eyes on me.
Sure you don't want to turn the board around.
Next time we'll turn it around. All right, eyes on me. 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna get it this time. Watch. My hands are
We loosened it up.
Okay.
Get that Right in the middle. Right in the middle.
Okay.
If anybody does get hard, it will be Aubrey. She's heard it every round.
Let's go.
Do you want to put it on a chair?
I want to hit this board. Okay.
You can do it.
Go through it.
Eyes on me, right in the middle.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we got this. It's gonna break. This board is really.
Turn it over. You need to put past the board.
Right in the middle.
Go through it. Go right through. Past the board.
Right in the middle. we don't use Idaho wood, because we don't break it off maple.
We're using maple.
It's actually,
The great other way, it's a big.
What kind of wood are you supposed
it's white pine. Just pine? White pine, yeah, so that's the softest. But anyways, so that's the end of my session, but thank you guys.
I really love it as like a tangible takeaway, and a lot of times they have kids
Sign their boards.
sign and they keep it. I still have mine from.
I still have my first
still
one
have mine
sitting in
too.
my
Yeah.
office. Yeah.
So,
Okay, so what I'd like to do is, one, let's clean up the room, take a couple minutes, take a break, and then let's do the kind of the wrap up, because I know people are going to be leaving tonight. I want to make sure to get everybody's feedback before we leave. So I know everybody's tired, everybody wants to go eat dinner or go have a beer or whatever, but so let's